Hello, Steve White here, Steve Arts 89. Madonna dropped a new track last night, new single. I saw it around 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., something like that, and I just went to bed because I didn't want to deal with it. If it was great, it was going to wake me up. If it was bad, it was going to be depressing. So I waited till today and I listened to it, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's very mellow in places, and some of the lyrics are quite reflective and vulnerable, which is interesting. She talks about taking a pill and having a dream and going back to when she was 17 and not judging herself and being naked and alive, feeling naked and alive and dancing in the rain. And it's got some very nice qualities to it, but it's a bit, you have this slow verses, and then the chorus picks up and then drops down again. And everyone, of course, the knives are out, everyone's attacking it. Frankly, the fact half the song is in some Spanish or something, and I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what the hell Maluma's talking about. He's got a beautiful voice. I haven't found the lyrics translated yet, so that'll help. Some of our other songs have been in other languages, and you really need to know what they're actually saying to really get a sense of what the song is really about. But it's nice. It's sort of catchy in points, and then it sort of slows down, and I don't mind those moments, but I'm not sure how that's going to translate for people listening to it. And E.T. Canada, for example, was talking about how's it going to play on the dance floor. Like, people are just going to be standing around waiting on the verses for the chorus, and I'm like, I don't think this is not supposed to be another dance album. This is not Confessions on a Dance Floor Part 2. So it's nice that it's interesting, it's different, it's not just more of the same. But the problem with that is some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. It's either going to pay off and be a big hit, or it's just going to die. But and let's talk about fucking Beyonce. She dropped a live album the same day as Madonna had her single planned to be released. Now, Beyonce, she does hers without any announcements. She just drops them and surprises everyone to get attention that way. And it works for her, but doing that the same day as another artist already had a release planned is pretty shady. And for someone who, so I wasn't impressed with that. Taylor Swift's got her own stuff happening and that, but that's all been announced. We know they're coming up together, basically. They're both releasing albums around the same time. So there's a lot of competition. Madonna's 30 plus years into her career, and she is being blacklisted on the radio because of ageism. So the chance of this becoming a radio hit and being a hit as a single is fairly unlikely, at least in America, because of ageism. People just refuse to play her because of her age, and that doesn't fit into what they think the demographic that they want is listening to. People listen to good music. They don't care how old the person is. Maybe for music videos it might be different, but with music on the radio, it makes no damn difference, and the only difference it makes is in their ageist little minds. So that's frustrating as hell, but we've known this for a while. This has been a problem since she kind of got away with it in Sticky and Sweet because she was doing the Super Bowl and she had a lot of payola and support behind her with doing the Super Bowl and all that. So she kind of slid into her early 50s, but once she got into her mid 50s with Rebel Heart, the knives were out, and they were not playing her albums. They refused to, and they didn't just do it discreetly either. They came out after being called out because a lot of fans and people were asking, questioning the song, and then protesting that they weren't playing her music. And they turned around and literally put it in writing, which was pretty bold, to say, we won't play her because of her age. Blatant age discrimination, but there's no laws against it, so we're going to do it. So I kind of knew that on one level that her career is over, at least so far as the radio singles. She can sell albums because albums they're just sold differently. They're sold on advertising and the person's name, whereas singles are more sold on radio play. They actually have to be heard. People have to hear them, talk about them. And that was the strength Madonna always had. No matter what people said about her, once she got a song on the radio, people would hear it, they'd know it was good, they'd listen to it, they'd buy it, because she's awesome. But if they're blocking her from getting on the radio, she's dead in the water. So I've kind of accepted that Madonna is being forced into semi-retirement on some level, at least with singles. albums she's always going to sell. Concerts she's always going to sell. But if she's working with other artists who don't have discrimination against them, who people are going to want to hear and they will be considered in the demographic, that's smart. She did that with JT, and she did that with Nicki Minaj, and that's part of the reason why she got those songs. They were successful because they got radio played because of the other artists, because they couldn't discriminate on them based on age. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But it could be a sleeper hit. It could do really well. It'll do well in other countries. It'll do well around the world. But so why the fuck do I care about America and Australia and the UK? Like, if the rest of the world is listening and not caring, not discriminating against her on age, why should I care about how it charts here? Oh, that's right, because apparently America and the US and the UK are the world and the only things that matter. So I'm rambling, but so yes, I liked the lyrics. I liked the slow, vulnerable little, quiet little choruses, and then verses. The chorus is actually good. You do feel it, but I'm not a huge Latin music reggae sort of person, so I like it, but it didn't grab me. I didn't get really excited. I won't be listening to it when I work out today. But I do think it's beautiful, and I like that it is different from Madonna's other music, and it will have its own place. And she's just ramping up. She hasn't released a video yet. The album's still a month away. We don't know if she's going to do a proper tour or more of a smaller tour or just smaller venues or something. There's been a lot of talk about her changing the way she's going to be doing her touring. Not that her last tour wasn't successful, but I think she just wants to do something different, because she's done that. She's done 10 world tours and kicked ass, and she has the biggest sales of any female performer for concerts. So she's got nothing to prove. She's a legend. She's got nothing to prove. She's just doing things for creative reasons, which is good and I appreciate. But whether that'll translate into sales, or whether it even can, even if it deserves it, because of the blacklisting on the radio. So we'll see what happens. I'll obviously be doing an album review when it comes out, and anything else, interesting albums, I'm going to comment on. But for now, I'm just going to leave it at that, and I've only listened to it about 3 times. I've had a few Madonna releases and songs that didn't grab me right away, but grew on me, that I love. Like Bitch I'm Madonna, I hated it the first time I heard it. Now I love it, listen to it all the time. And it was a huge viral hit. So, what do I know? What does Perez Hilton know? What do all these other people know? The knives are out. People are going to rip the shit out of Madonna, but her music is always going to shine over. Her artistry is always going to shine over the controversies, whether she creates them herself for her own stupidity, or whether other people create it just through being haters. What's going to happen is going to happen, and it'll be an interesting ride to watch it. But thanks for watching, and feel free to like or subscribe, or please comment, give me any advice or any criticisms. It's either informative or entertaining for me, either way. Thanks, bye.